Malfurion versus Malfurion!
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
We have to always keep Wrath against Druid. Pyromancer, I could see like either way sometimes, but I think it's correct to keep Pyromancer 2 here. Because it's like the main card we're going for against Token Druid. Well, we're getting saved by some of our top decks. Kept the bad hand against Jade Druid. I've been like trying to reevaluate a lot of old cards like Snardius, and just like I guess like stuff like Chillwind Yeti, even though they're not like you would never really consider any Chillwind Yeti in any of these decks. I'm just like thinking how good of a card needs to be for you to run in constructed. Like especially for like card reviews in the future too, because I've been thinking that like a lot of cards that I thought would be played aren't played at all, and even cards like I consider adding into my decks, like I test them and they never work, because I guess the power level of like the bread and butter right now is way up there. Like Nesting Rock, for example, right? It's a 5 mana 4/7 taunt in a lot of decks. It's very easy to activate as well. I was trying to add some decks and it was just never good enough. Even just mid-range mains like Water Elemental, like those cards back then were considered very good, but I can't see any mage wanting to run Water Elemental anymore. And the Priest of the Feast and Dragon Priest, like you would expect, it's like 4 mana 3/6 with up potential, pretty decent upside, but it turns out that it's not really even, it's not good enough. Wait, did we mess up last turn with the trades? I was trying Swipe for Fandral because I figured Fandral has to be removed. But the thing is, if he swipes, he still have to Hero Power Fandral and not Hero Power the other guy. Like, I think I would just end up with a 2/1 here instead of a 2/2. So I guess it works out better because if he Farages into like into Hero Power, like if he had Swipe, it's still get punished by the Swipe into this and Hero Power. But realistically, if they have to use the Hero Power on the Fandral itself, it might not be worth it. I'm playing Pyrus just for tempo in this matchup. It's not a card I'm looking to save against other Jade Druids. I like playing it here because even if turn 9 is more likely to develop a bunch of minions, but I'd still rather play Pyro so that I can like play a spell, then trade in Pyro, then play more spells. I don't want to actually play 2 spells with Pyro and not get the trade in, like not the minion value. We're gonna save Wild Growth for Gadget. Yeah, I mean I know I was attempting to pair and Swipe, but what I'm saying is if the only difference if he swipes is a 2/1 instead of a 2/2, then it's not big enough difference, I think.
Time waits for no one.
I'm not saying it's better, you know, it's still better to do what I did against Swipe. But if the difference is so small, then yeah. I'm gonna have to Gadget here before Wild Growth. I mean, it's okay, I can spend my mana on other stuff. I'm not going to shuffle the first idol in, even though it increased the chance I get a miracle, because I already have stuff to spend my mana on, aka killing his Jade Lotus.
for no one. For the wild.
Like, if he didn't have the minion out and I didn't really have targets for Wrath and Swipe, I might just cycle the first Adeline even so I can just have more proactive plays. Has 9 mana after Gadget. His Gadget's even better. I was about the same. Get a coin too.
Waits for no one. For the wild.
Really, like, most of the cards are still played from Standard, like back then Classic, as draw cards. I feel like they're originally, like, I guess, under costed a lot of draw cards. They made a lot of other cards like Weak, like Yeti and stuff, but a lot of the cards are still played, like Acolyte Pain is really commonly played still. Gadgetzan's still commonly played, even though it's nerfed. I was playing a lot of mid-range Shaman too. Mid-range Shaman, Jade Druid, some Dragon Priest recently, some Murloc Paladin still. I like Shaman against Mage a lot. I used to hate Shaman against Mage because people are playing slow Gunther mages that would play around Alex Draws and Power Blast, and it was hard to have enough healing. But nowadays people are playing Secret Mage, and I like Shaman in a Secret Mage because you have a lot of stuff to pop Mirror Entity really easily, like Flame Tongue Totem, kind of same for Counterspell in some ways, just like cheap spells, like Maelstrom Portal. It's just mostly Mirror Entity, actually. Like, Shaman's the best at popping Mirror Entity. You can make the case that coining out Acolyte is good because the 1-3 against the 2-3 get multiple cards, but it's mostly about tempo. Also, I figured that any minion he drops is going to be less than 3 attack. I guess except Sorcerer Apprentice. Like, most minions are... You have a lot of 2-3s, Valets, Archaeologists, Coal Quarters 2, lots of 2s. I cut Primordial Drake to accommodate the Pyromancer change, because I already have AoE from Pyromancer. So I guess I cut it for Pyromancer. Thing about this mage, the Medivh Gunther mage, is even though it's a control deck, it plays more like a tempo deck. If this was old Reno mage, you would do stuff like try and get multiple cards from Acolyte, but they're not a control deck. They're just played kind of late game style. It's still a mid range. It's all about tempo. I can still fall too far behind playing slow. On the off chance of Mirror, I should attack first. Just Mirror Entity, position our Meteor here. Just not over here, because then you would Meteor the Pyromancer as well. I'm giving a Firelance Pearl target turn 7, but I already had one anyways. If I didn't have such a good target for Firelance Pearl already, I might just skip the tempo here.
Bring the pain.
Doesn't feel too bad. I don't get 2 more cards here.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
For the wild.
Actually, should I have played this?
I bring
Maybe I in the middle might have been better. Good freeze target. I'm actually swiping over Wrath, even though Wrath does the job. Because I can cycle Wrath and have 2 swipes, 1 Wrath. Like, I actually just rather do it like this. I don't need to heal. I think 18 should be fine after Alexstrasza against this deck. I hope I don't just get punished by dying here, but... That's why I played Nourish this turn instead of Feral Rage. I didn't think I needed to heal this turn. If we're always spending 3 mana this turn, 5 mana... We could draw Nourish. Yeah, okay, well, let's actually play this 1 out of 10 of 2 Auctioneers. Maybe I should just hedge. Actually, it's because Nourish isn't that much better this turn.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
I have 2 Auctioneers, 2 Innervates, 1 Jet Idol in my bottom 10, so I think Earthen Skills can heal me a lot more armor. Because I'll very likely get a good Miracle turn with what's left in my deck. So I want to save the Earthen Skills for as big as possible Jade Idol. It wasn't like a breakpoint to pop his block faster. My question is, what happened to my first Earthen Skills? Don't I have 2 in this deck? I must have used it, for tempo or something?
Excuse me, you are on fire. Wonder. For the wild.
I actually shouldn't have used the card to draw there.
Incredible discovery.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
That could be Ice Barrier. It's probably Ice Block because he dies if it's Barrier, but there is some chance it is Barrier. Like, I might be able to kill him here. We always want... Actually...
I got the best deals anywhere.
Job's done.
Especially with the Fireball trade, some chance it's Ice Bear, and if I just play Gadgets in and don't keep cycling, it feels bad.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
For the wild.
The important thing is, even if I pop his block this turn, it's not like super important if I have a gigantic board. At that time, he didn't have a Tish, so his board wasn't that strong anyways, and he already uses Alexstrasza. Like, it's not, I'm in danger of hero powering him and just having a weak turn and then him just healing with Alexstrasza, right? Like, he's always kind of dying in 2 turns, I guess.
I just need a
Well done. Malfurion versus Khadgar.
Knowledge is power. I must protect the wild.
Hey, it's Dev Strife. I did some taunt word testing. I never won very many games with it. I have a hard time in testing with taunt word against Science Priest. Even though there's executes. I think that's one of the best decks against it. I'm not sure. I was getting run over.
An incredible discovery.
Let the pain speak to me.
I don't believe there's a downside of not trading here. Because if he mostly will have a turn 2 play, but on the off chance he has no turn 2 play, it gives him a ping, and the damage matters here.
Bring the pain.
For the wild.
Clento doesn't like keeping Innervate against Gunther Mage if you don't nourish. Kind of, but I had Innervate plus Jade Blossom. Innervate and Wild Growth together would be kind of off more, I feel. Like it made me curve out perfectly. Are you in love? You seem fresh. Not really. It definitely depends. I don't think Innervate is anywhere near as good as Wild Growth and Jade Blossom early. Especially since in an Auctioneer deck, even if you draw Innervate late, it's good. Let's draw first.
Let the pain speak to me.
I should position an Ackle on the left, because I would play Behemoth there, better for Meteor. Actually, it doesn't matter, there's Golem was on the left. Never mind. Golem's on the right. I was thinking of Jade Idol and just trading it instead of the Wrath, but ultimately it's about health of the board, not attack. Because most of the Mage's minions are like 2/3s, 2/2s, 1/3s. Like, it doesn't really matter that my minions are small, they can already kind of trade well into the board. And so I think I have enough power on board already, even without the extra like 3/3. So I'm also losing 2 health on a 2/1 too, or on a 2/3. It's very, very low chance that would be counterspell, but at this point I think the risk-reward ratio is too high. Like, way too high.
Time waits for no one.
I can see a lot of moves being correct there. I can see Ardent Skills to value trade there as well. But I'm kind of waiting for post Alexstrasza, because he's like a Gunther Mage, and he didn't have a fast opening. I had a good start. One of his main win conditions would be Alexstrasza to burn at this point. Playing around Flame Strike but keeping Behemoth alive. It didn't affect this turn, because he didn't have mana till 7, but eventually it would affect it. Pyromancer's not useful, I just want to throw him out there, force some AoE this turn. I kind of even want AoE to come out this turn. That'll set me up for a fresh gadget turn.
I got the best deals anywhere.
That's too weak of auctioneer turn. Actually, I don't think I like that. I should just pop this block, huh? Like, this might have been better if I had, like, wall growth and just draw more, but I got 2 cards there.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
Wow, he's leaving up auctioneer.
Time waits for no one. Job done.
Okay, I messed up there too. I should try and Pyro before the Marco Lotus. I agree with just trying to go for the Miracle though, instead of playing more Jade. I still have plenty on board, so turn 9 Alexstrasza is not a thing here. Still, like, I'm not countered by Alexstrasza. As long as that's okay, then it probably is. I don't need that much more on board. I'll just prioritize draw and heal.